You were Mr. Softy.
I was Mr. Softy. There's the Mr. Softy incident where we were like, no, your son's car is on fire. So it was just a silly situation. Yeah, so I was a teacher in jail. No, I wasn't in jail. I was in teacher jail.
Yeah, it sounds like you were teaching convicts.
Yeah, no, and I was the convict.
There was an incident.
Yeah, another incident, sadly, with children. They told the investigators that I would just get so angry that I would just snap laptops. I would grab kids' laptops and snap them over my knee. So in the my trial, they were like, "You're a monster," and I'm really bad at controlling my emotions. So I was like, "I'll fucking kill you!"
I'm not a monster.
No, there was also black gang. There was a black gang.
It turns out, guys, anything's an ashtray if you want it to be.
If you're a piece of shit with no house.
It turns out, if you want something to be an ashtray, boom, it is. Isn't that crazy?
Talk about falling upward. I lost my house and became a co-host of a late night talk show. What the fuck? I'm winning at life.
Just, who knew you could just leave society and leave the matrix and just fall upwards?
Hey, I'm Jim Gillespie, and this is Falling Up.
This is Jim. This is Falling Up. Welcome to my version.
My strange addiction and its stressful
Welcome
situations.
welcome to my success story, the beginning.
I'm Jim Gillespie, and this is me failing hard and not being able to deal with it like an adult.
I had dreams once.
Yeah. I'm going to be a dock worker in a month. Down at the docks doing the damn
I'm gonna
thing.
be doing hard labor in a month and making significantly more money than I am now. I'm gonna be working with some illegal
I'm gonna
immigrants.
I'm gonna ditch
be
my
crushing
dreams for cash, but I'm gonna trade my working back in for a busted one. Leave cum towel out here.
You guys got a whole towel for it?
Where we've been using cum towel.
What about busting back?
Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to trade my fucking back in for a busted one. I'm gonna have to go down to the dock and fucking scrape barnacles off the bottom of the boat. I'm gonna be the barnacle boy. I'm gonna be barnacle boy.
Yo, Slam,
That makes you mermaid man.
Slam, do you like Pokemon?
I do love
Dude,
Pokemon.
check what I just picked up yesterday. Couple prismatics, dude.
Crack one of those now. Because what if you pull something crazy?
Wouldn't that be crazy? Pull this Pokemon pack.
Well, it's a fucking pack full. It's full of child. Yeah. Oh fuck yeah! It's exactly what I wanted.
It's one of those holographic.
Holy
child
shit! No
porn.
way! It's a 1/1 Casey Anthony card. Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
No way!
Friends in Paldea.
Get the fuck out of here! Yes, dude.
Lopunny.
Little Pawnee.
She's looking good too. Dreepy.
Dreepy.
You gonna riff on
That's
Dreepy?
when I'm. Yeah, that's when I'm drunk and sleepy at the same time, dude.
Miltank.
Whoa! Whoa! What's
For
happening?
anybody on any of the viewers, that's just a busty ass cow.
Whoa! What the fuck is Miltank? When did Pokemon start making porn characters?
Suicide, I think it says.
Suicune.
Suicune. Kill yourself.
So cute, dude. Yeah, straight.
Janine's Secret Art. Bronzong.
Yes, dude.
Executor. And there's a little bit of a shine to it.
That's got a little bit of a shine, folks.
It's a little bit of a shot.
Knocked out.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a full-on shine to this card.
Alright, is there any more?
Thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home.
Flareon. Flareon.
Wow, dude, that's a pretty card right there, dude.
Is it?
Yeah, that's not bad, dude.
Whoa!
Basic energy.
Dude! You scuffed the fucking corner.
Hold on.
What the fuck, dude?
Hold on. It's fine.
I need to. We're sending people to college on this shit.
Let's see the Flareon. What do we got going on with that Flareon?
Hey, there's a Flareon. Sounds like something a gay guy would do. He's fucking.
That's what a gay guy evolves into.
It sounds like an ointment for his fucking hole.
Let's see that Flareon. What do we got here?
See how much it's worth.
Alright,
Flareon.
Alright.
Flame on.
Huh?
That's what the Human Torch says. He says, "Flame on."
Flame on.
I thought that would be better for Pride Month than like
Flame on.
Flame on.
Flame on, guys.
Hey, look, fucking, just let them flame on.
Love is love. Fuck love is love. Flame on.
Flame is such an old. Flamer is such an old school way.
That needs to come back. That's a good
My
word.
dad used to say that when I was like
Flamer.
7. He's like, stop acting like a flamer.
Flame.
Oh my god.
Flame. Gay bird.
Gay. That's it.
Gay birds.
Gay bird. That and the fucking pelican fit all those balls in his mouth.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Our cool Flareon is worth roughly 40 cents, dude. We crushed it today.
No.
Hell
We
yeah.
crushed it.
Nah, but what about that other John? That had a glint.
Oh, we had a glint.
Yeah.
That other hoe
Talking
had
about
a
reverse
straight.
hollow executor and Noctowl.
Send this to your kid. Be like, I bought you some cards.
He
But
did.
it's a picture of the pack opened.
Yeah, I opened them already. I'm getting these graded for you, son. I'm taking these to the...
A dad who gets cards for his kids, but it's only him sending them in to get graded and sold. And the kid has never seen or
He
touched
doesn't-
any of the
not-
cards.
I'm getting these.
$1 a pop, guys.
I'm taking these to the office. That's really sick.
So we're roughly about $14 on this pack.
That's why you gotta steal them, because then it's all profit. That's what I used to do.
That's so smart, dude.
I used to go to Target and I would fill up, I would get a cooler, right? And then I would fill up the cooler
You
with
need to
whipped
have nieces and nephews that don't know what they're doing with the cards yet and just take them from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Lupani meme?
No.
Batman and Lupani and the Joker?
No. Is
No.
it something
Oh,
sexy?
wow. Can I show it to you guys?
Yeah.
I don't know who this is, but I'll look.
It's like one of my favorite memes ever, dude.
Lupani?
Lupani.
Lupani?
She's like a Latino bunny.
Lopani?
Lopani.
She's like a Latino bunny. Yeah, she's like a Latino bunny. It's like really cool.
I caught a little Pokemon. Do you want to know what Pokemon I caught? What Pokemon did you catch, Joker? I caught a little punny, Batman. I caught a little punny. Oh no, Joker. Don't tell me. You already know it, Batman. You know what I'm going to do to that thing. Joker, it's an animal, Joker. You can't. Batman, there's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. I can do whatever I want with it. No,
He's gonna fuck Lopunny.
That's really scary.
So,
That
you guys ever seen that one?
No,
No, I don't know what Lopani is.
Big in the Pokemon community, yeah.
Are you? You're a Pokemon guy.
Yeah, I know the Pokemons.
I'm a Digimon guy.
Bro, Digimon? Remember
Look
that?
at your face.
Remember Digimon?
Look at his
Do you remember
face.
Digimon? Wasn't Digimon just like knockoff Pokemon?
Yes.
Hell
But they were also
It
digital.
was for poor
Stars
kids.
and Stripes Pokemon.
Yeah, it was for poor people. It was if you lived in a
for
trailer
poor
park and you
people.
couldn't afford Pokemon.
Digimon
Yeah.
and butt ugly monsters.
Yeah, you ended up with Digimon and Pogs. Like, clear as a Pokemon, you're like, no, you get Pogs and Digimon.
Fuck.
There are probably a lot of Pogs. You said the trailer park?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of Pogs in the trailer park.
Pogs? What is that?
You don't remember Pogs?
Like fat ass white girl?
So Pog.
No, that's a Pog.
I thought we were talking about fat ass white girls.
So Pog.
Those are cool
There's
too.
a lot of Pogs in
Those
the
are
trailer
cool
park.
too.
So Pogs are fat women with big booties.
Okay.
Pog is how, if you were from Delco, you would pronounce Pog, which was an old game where just cardboard circles and you used to slam them and shit. And you just slam them.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
we didn't play that game. We were civilized. That's a Horsham game. That's Horsham stuff.
What
That's
about Funny
upper
Bones?
class.
Y'all remember Funny Bones?
Yeah, they used to flick them. Used to flick them and hit people. Yeah,
Hell
that was a
yeah.
good time. I like Funny
For
Bones.
fucking
Beyblades.
Beyblades, dude. That's not. We're starting to veer off of the core. Digimon, Pokemon.
Digimon was cool.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Didn't understand what I was doing.
No one does.
I
No
didn't,
one does.
I didn't even know it was a show. I thought it was just a thing.
Yeah, it's more of a lifestyle.
It is.
It was.
And
Yeah.
the people that are still at it are very scary.
Yeah, it's more of like I don't want to dress well and have a girlfriend lifestyle. Just kidding. They went out there.
No, it is.
respect
Disney
Yu-Gi-Oh
adult son, or Yu-Gi-Oh daughter.
Yu-Gi-Oh daughter. No, dude, Yu-Gi-Oh daughter, because the ratio, she can get fucking so much dick if she wants. Go to that, you know what I'm saying? First off, it's weird for a father to be like, I want my little girl to get dick. What I mean is, like, you send your little girl, you never, like, she's going to be the only girl at these Yu-Gi-Oh conventions, right? So she's going to be, like, the hot ticket. And I just want my little girl to get attention.
Dude.
That probably sounds weird.
Yeah, you're the type of guy who's gonna put your like 1-year-old daughter in commercials, aren't you? I just want her to have attention.
That did sound terrible. We live and we learn now. We
So
say
so Disney adult son is just an absolute no.
Disney adult son.
It's a scary thought. It's a scary thought.
That's funny because you've watched him grow, and now he's an adult, and he's still onto the Disney thing. You like thought he was gonna give it up because it was cool. Like
You
15
couldn't
years
believe
ago.
it, lad. You couldn't believe he was 10 with the Disney shit.
Yeah,
you
and
couldn't
then
believe
8
it
years
last
passing. Yeah, I would rather go Yu-Gi-Oh daughter.
Yu-Gi-Oh daughter is also tough as shit.
Yeah, dude.
Because Yu-Gi-Oh means they smell. That was
the thing. I was gonna say
She
you
is
gotta
going
convince
to
him to
be
shower.
a grotesque being.
Every morning I'm gonna have to fight her to get in the shower.
Every day of your waking life, because she's living there.
She's living with me. I'm 64. My liver and kidneys are gone.
Your joints are just
I
a
can
mess.
barely move.
You can barely move.
And Yu-Gi-Oh daughter refuses to clean herself.
Only time is to go to the tournaments, and you're in the parking
And she
lot.
comes in 7th.
You're in the
She's not even good.
perpetually 7. Perpetually 7
Always the bridesmaid.
at the regional level, not even at the state level.
Local level. Imagine putting everything you can into Yu-Gi-Oh and you're still like, you're just like, I don't know what these fucking dudes are doing. These dudes are good.
These guys, it's a male-dominated industry.
Fun fact: there's never been a woman Yu-Gi-Oh world champion.
There we go.
Probably, I'd be, yeah.
There's never, she would be the only woman by default, right? She would go right to the top.
Yeah, she'd be the one. Like the Neo from the Matrix.
Dude,
She's the one.
Yu-Gi-Oh daughter is so
Hot.
horrible.
Yu-Gi-Oh daughter. Yeah. But
Disney adult son fucking blows. But, yeah, I think Yu-Gi-Oh is just way tougher.
what about Yu-Gi-Oh niece?
Yu-Gi-Oh, the whole thing about, like, it's either your daughter or your son is that, like, you can kind of wash your hands of every other thing. Niece, you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
You just cannot believe what's happening at Thanksgiving. You cannot. You're just at Thanksgiving. You're like,
see him once a year.
man, wow.
You can disown a niece by just not picking up the phone. You know.
Yeah, it
A
takes
A daughter's gonna show up.
It takes
to
like
the door.
5 calls missed by an aunt for it to be done.
Yeah. I do miss my aunts. I wish they'd pick up. You know.
I wish they'd call.
I wish they would just.
Man, would be nice if they called.
A happy birthday.
They get mad when I don't call, but man, do they not call.
So Sam, you have one of the most interesting past of anyone I possibly know.
Thank you.
I want to bring up some of your past. You've had a illustrious career.
I did a little bit of research into your faggot ass.
You've had a illustrious career, and there's plenty. You could definitely just be like, yeah, we skipped that one for sure. But I want to talk about you were an ice cream man at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like a week, I was a Mr. Softy man.
Mr. Softy man.
You were Mr. Softy.
I was Mr. Softy.
I love that it's just Mr. Softy. It's just so funny.
There's the Mr. Softy incident, which is the type of story I can make as long or as quick as I want. To make it, I actually do. Whenever I tell it, though, I end up wanting to provide as much context as I can for what I did. But basically, just a silly guy.
There was an incident
for the viewers in the truck with the kids. And basically, so here's for everybody at home. I'm just a silly guy, and I never really, to this day, I'm turning 29 in a month, and this is still the case, where I just have no, I guess it's street smarts. I have no awareness at all. So to me, I just explore the world as, it's like someone, this is going to sound terrible. I explore the world as like someone with Down syndrome, but I don't have it. I know that doesn't make any sense.
No, it does.
It makes sense.
So, yeah.
You walk through the world like a child, like almost
like a child. Yeah, I probably didn't have to say.
You're not like street smart. You're just like street innocent.
Street innocent. That's a great way of putting it. I made it terrible.
You're like, I'm street retarded.
Yeah, I'm street retarded.
So I'm street innocent. And I was my friend got me this job in a Mr. Softy truck, and it's this all metal truck, so I'm just getting high in it because like there's no smell that can attach really into it.
That is so funny. You're getting high in the Mr. Softy truck.
When I'm driving around, I'm like throwing free ice cream at people, but then some kids came up to my truck, and I was just, again, in a silly, goofy mood, and I was Snapchatting people. I liked at this point to put my escapades on my Snapchat stories. People got a hoot and a holler out of them.
Great following, yeah.
Yeah, at the time, this was like 2018, and I had like 150 friends on Snapchat. It was crazy.
You were sending out fucking heat.
Yeah, so then basically kids pull up to the truck. I'm like, let me get some content for my Snapchat story. Let me get these kids saying something silly. And I offer the kids free ice cream. And all they had to do in exchange was basically declare that I was like the greatest pimp in the world because I was giving them this free ice cream. Basically, I just wanted them to say to the camera, like, yo, Sam gave me this ice cream. Like, he's the best, like, he's my pimp. Like, I don't know why I thought it was funny. I don't know.
No, it's still funny.
This is why I refer to as the incident.
It's so funny. It's so unfucking. I can't even believe that was the word you used.
Yeah, I know. I could have used anything else. I could have gotten the kids just to say like "fuck" or something because they were like 6. But the boys in the group were like, "We're not doing that." But then, unfortunately, because I thought it was gonna be funny if a boy said it, but the only person. Oh, okay, yeah, this is terrible. The only person who agreed was a little girl, and then she was like, I'm getting this free fucking ice cream. So good on her. She's gonna go somewhere.
To therapy?
Yeah, to therapy. And so she says it, I give her the ice cream, I go about my day. I do realize pretty quickly after what happened what I had done. So I go on to Snapchat, and instead of like deleting it, I'm pretty sure I just like added another addendum where I was like, I'm so sorry for everyone. And then I go back to work, and then the mom called the boss because the daughter came home and was like, I have ice cream, and the mom was like, well, I didn't give you money, and she was like, yeah, but Sam the fucking pimp gave it to me. And then I got in trouble.
The scariest thing ever. The ice cream pimp. The ice cream pimp. It's driving. The ice cream pimp gave it to me. The fucking what?
Do you imagine how fast that mother's heart dropped the second she heard, "Oh, I just got it from my pimp, mom"? Like, yo, she was like, oh, she crushed.
And it would have to make you. Oh, absolutely. And she has to be so because like I never like had to like meet the woman and like apologize. I think they did say like I could continue to work there, but like I had to like apologize to her or something.
Did you? Did you apologize?
No, I just decided that it wasn't a fit. It didn't seem like
It sounds like you agree. You're like, I am the ice cream pimp. I went out on top.
What do I have to apologize for?
I don't know. Well, he also like it was funny. My boss was like, if you like ghost ride through that neighborhood, he suggested I like lay low when I go through that neighborhood, and I was like, what is like what's go? And he also kept making jokes about how I was a pedophile, and I didn't like that.
That is hilarious.
Because I do have.
I'll show him.
Some dignity. Yeah. But I feel like the mom would be even more angry to find out that it's like it's not even a creep. It's just a kid. I mean, I am kind of creepy, but it's mostly just a kid who's a fucking idiot. Like that's mostly what it was. Just, yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask you because I have a question about Ice Cream Man, and I was like, you are one. The closest thing I had to an Ice Cream Man. So, like, tell me if this is a common thing you could maybe as an Ice Cream Man, right? Mm-hmm. I have a friend called Pubes. And one day, me and my buddy and Pubes were getting ice cream after work before we all left a job. And I got my ice cream, and then Pubes walked up. And he was like, he had an attitude with Mr. Softy. And he was like, hey, man, do you know what a gelati is? And the guy was like, yeah, I'm an ice cream man. And he's like, oh, it's when you put ice cream and water, or ice cream and water. And he explained it to the guy. And the guy's like, yeah. And then he got his gelati finally after copping an attitude. And then we all left. I got a phone call like 5 minutes later from my buddy driving Pubes home. And Pubes was in the background throwing up because he got to the bottom of his gelati and he saw like 5 huge hungry pubes down there.
That's why they call them pubes.
And that's why we call them pubes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. So, do you think that is a thing that was done on purpose to pubes? Like, are ice cream men out there wreaking havoc like that?
Yeah, based on the people that work trucks, 100%. That's the type of energy you're gonna get. Because it's not like they're finding like the best of the best to run the fleet.
They're not.
Like I was surprised they were the good gets. They were like, we got this guy. Then my first day out on the job, I like almost diddled a kid, and they're like, all right, he's just like the rest of them.
You were one of the best guys to ever walk in that building. You had all of your limbs and all of your teeth. They were like, shh, go hide. And they were trying to hide some of the other truck drivers
and it's
in
just
the closet.
Out of a fucking creep.
You're just a fucking retarded person.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, very little social awareness. Yeah.
No, it's great. That's amazing. Good. All right, cool, man. Ice Cream Man story. Good. That was great stuff.
Ice Cream Man story. Yeah. There's also my social awareness. I lit my friend's car on fire. His car burst into flames. Cause I like we were smoking and I didn't fully put out whatever. So then eventually we went inside. We were just like stoned watching Drake and Josh. And then his car engulfed in flames. It was wild. So yeah, just in general, I'm not good at being aware of my surroundings.
Okay. So you put like something out in his car, but it didn't go out, and it caught his car on fire.
Yeah, he gave me. There was like a bag in the back of his back seat filled with like napkins, and we had been hotboxing the car for like an hour. So at that point, you couldn't even see like if there was smoke coming out of the bag, you couldn't tell because the whole fucking car was smoke. So we used to smoke. We were smoking out of it. We were passing around the bong. So he tells me to just like ash out the fucking bowl, and I presume that it's out, but I guess he didn't fully hit the bowl, which is partially his fault for being a bitch. So then I ash it, and so it was kind of, we not only did the spark immediately go into very good like tinder or whatever, because it was a bag full of napkins, so then it all lit on fire. But then we
made sure to let the windows down to air out the car, so then oxygen was just like fueling the fire too, instead of like suffocating it. So yeah, then the car lit on fire. His stepdad was a firefighter, so we had to wake him up. And at first he was like, "It's not my fucking shift. Like, what's going? Like, I don't care about a fire." But we were like, "No, your son's car is on fire." So it was just a silly situation.
And he was like, "Oh, I'll get up and put out the car fire now."
No, he didn't get up and put like the fire. Like the truck came and they were like, "Dale, what are you doing here?" And he was just like, "It's my idiots." And I think they knew how the car lit on fire, but they were nice enough that they didn't say that it was just because I fucking was smoking weed back there, or we all were. But yeah.
Have there any other arsons you've done?
No arson. No.
You're like walking the border, like that. You're like walking a tightrope of like just going to jail constantly.
Oh, very much.
Like unintentionally, just like what are you in here for? He's like, well, I burned something down and became a pimp for children. I don't.
I'm so almost easily. I walked into so many crimes.
I've been a pimp. I've been an arsonist. Yeah, what's next? You're gonna drown somebody?
No, I'm gonna be a star.
A star.
I'm gonna be a star so I can do more illegal shit and have them cover it up.
Mm-hmm. There was a time in college. Oh, this was so slick, honestly. Where I was like talking outside of a frat house, talking to a bunch of cops, and I had a bunch of coke on me. And they were not gonna search me, but I was like super coked out, so I was like, I gotta get rid of this. So I literally somehow pulled like off like a over there thing where like I got their attention off me real quick, and then I threw a bunch of coke in a bag. It'd be hilarious if I just tried to throw loose coke like LeBron. But I threw it under a tree, and I was like, I'll get it there later. But then later, I'm like under the tree, desperately trying to find this bag of coke, and the cops come back and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But luckily, I didn't have a sock on. I was shoeless and didn't have socks. That's what it was. I got kicked out of the frat party without my shoes. I didn't have my shoes, and I was making a big deal because I wanted to get my shoes. So I told the cop, I was like, "I'm looking for my fucking sock. Like, can you get away?" And he like left me alone, so I was just free to search for my coke, find it, and go home.
He's like, I don't want to fucking deal with this. This is too much for me.
I'm looking for my sock.
I moved out of the city to the nice suburb to get away from this, and now I got to deal with crackhead children losing socks.
Yeah, the worst job, dude, has to be like a police officer on a college campus. Like, that's your criminal, are just the worst 19-year-olds you've ever met. Maybe not the worst. There are, but
just dealing with drunk children all day, just hammered minors.
Yeah,
just have to deal with them. Ugh. Love it. My dream scenario. Am I right, Jim?
I think.
All right.
I think it might be your dream. Yeah, sure.
No. We can skip past. That's where I edited that out. So, Sam, you talked about your illustrious career as a ice cream man. You've done other wild things. Is there anything else that you want to touch on that you maybe haven't shared before?
Haven't shared before? Well, I have plenty of stories that I haven't shared. I
feel like half of
you
them,
guys.
Well, I feel like half of them, like maybe you can't share. That's the problem.
There's definitely stuff There's definitely stuff. I mean, I shouldn't have shared the ice cream man story.
Probably shouldn't have shared that one, but we got it out.
That is so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, but there's plenty of stories I can't tell. And then the most famous the other story that people love, the other most popular one is definitely teacher jail. Teacher jail's the big one.
That's my favorite.
Teacher.
And I went to teacher jail.
Yeah, let's talk about teacher jail. Why not?
Yeah, we can talk about teacher jail.
Fuck it.
That's so funny,
Go to
man.
teacher jail, dude.
Yeah, so I was a teacher in jail. No, I wasn't in jail. I was in teacher jail.
Yeah, it sounds like you were teaching convicts.
Yeah, no, and I was the convict.
There was an incident.
Yeah, another incident, sadly, with children.
So in this incident,
What we've really learned is I shouldn't work with kids, but I do want them in the future. So for
He just gets a job at fucking Sky High, the fucking trampoline park.
Yeah, dude. Watch those fucking kids just up and down.
Dead.
So basically, for anybody watching who doesn't know, in Philadelphia, in the Philadelphia Public School District, if you get in trouble, it sounds like the intro to SVU, Long Order SVU. If you get in trouble before they can fire you, they have to send you to teacher jail, which is essentially a windowless room where they're trying to play a mind game with you, where they're trying to. I think ultimately what they're trying to do is get you to quit before they have to discuss, because you could potentially win your case and then be back in the school. It's your chance to plead your case. So due to an incident, I ended up in teacher jail for 4 months, which is a pretty decent stint.
what's the average stay in the teacher jail?
Yeah, what's a bid?
Yeah, what's a bid? A
What's the
typical
average
bid, it varied. You would have people do 2-week bids. And then most people, that was a sort of get down on bail situation where their thing was almost like a misdemeanor and they were just staying overnight and type thing. And to be clear, what I did wasn't even a misdemeanor. I want to make it clear that I didn't do anything that bad.
Yeah, so you're saying the guys who didn't really do anything left in 2 weeks, and you were there for 4 months. So that's where we're at right now.
Yeah,
I forget what you did.
Yeah, well, I can explain that. I probably should. Or I shouldn't. But yeah, there was one guy who was there for 2.5 years. And then he got called in one day when I was there. It was we were all shocked and we were scared for him. And I always compare it to when Brooks gets out during Shawshank, and he just ends up, he didn't know what to do when he got out. This dude seemed genuinely scared to have to go back into the classroom because he'd become so institutionalized. It's so funny to do because his incident.
I don't think I'm gonna survive out there, y'all.
Because he was a guidance counselor, he was so afraid to go back and have to talk. Because basically, what happened is there was a student teacher who claimed that he sexually harassed her, and he for 2 years, or at least when I was there for 4 months, he was pleading his case, being I'm innocent. She pinned it on me. He was I have all the emails. And then I guess he was right because they let him back, and then the other girl got in trouble. So you could get up in teacher jail for some wild shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was in there for sexual harassment 2 years. You were in there for 4 months.
Yeah, because his dad came to school. I was not a good teacher. Let me be clear with that.
Well, it's hard to be a good teacher in the Philadelphia public school system, right?
Yeah. So for context, I didn't have a background in teaching. I didn't go to college for it. I just got my college degree. Didn't know what I wanted to do because my degree was in engineering and I didn't want to be an engineer. So I was I'm going to become... It was a white savior thing. I was I'm going to become a teacher. I'm going to these kids are going to become geniuses.
You're going to go to the hood and save some kids?
Yeah, that, freedom writers. So I...
I'm going to be like Sandra Bullock.
You had a Sandra Bullock moment? You had a Sandra Bullock minute?
There was a kid there who he could, I should have took him in. He was going to the league, dude. I probably should have said that.
That's how I opened up. That's how I met him. I said, you're going to be in the fucking league, dude.
And
he goes, I want to do Broadway. 6'8", 310.
Cheers. My scheme is to go to the inner city as a teacher and start collecting children who hopefully have a shot.
Yeah.
Dark story, but go on.
Yeah, it really does. I do, I promise if you meet me, I don't think I come across as that bad, but I do things that are terrible. But anyway, I'm well-intentioned. I think.
I am.
And
You're crazy eyes and I were just a new She just wants to play with the kids.
Yeah, no, dude, that's
Throws them on the fire escape.
That's me. So I'm a teacher. I just get thrown into Olney. I didn't even really understand Philly that much. So my mom was from Olney, but she lived in there in like the 70s when I guess it was like getting bad.
When it was only whites.
Oh, you taught in Olney?
Huh?
You taught in Olney section?
Yeah. So I taught like right across from Olney High School at a school called Morrison, the middle school. Yeah, Olney High was crazy. There was like tons of shootings and shit. So basically, I wasn't a good teacher.
Middle school.
Middle school. Actually, at this point, I wasn't teaching in Olney. I had gone to a school in West Oak Lane, and I was teaching there. There was these two twins where I had their sister the year before, and she was an 8th grader. And then she got like pregnant before the year started, and then like her family made her get an abortion. It was crazy, right? So then I get her twin sisters next year, and I'm like, oh my, great, 2 of them. I shouldn't have said that.
Which is how I greeted them in the first day.
That's how I introduced myself. Great, 2 of them.
Great, 2 of them.
Which I can, because I had older brothers that were menaces, but luckily they had different last names than me, so like I didn't, but one time a teacher found out, and she was like, you're related to those pieces of shit, so I got it. And, I just wasn't good at like discipline, crowd control. It's not crowd control, it's like classroom management they call it, but I call it crowd control.
Crowd control
What's
is
the deal with
great.
peanuts, huh?
This is Sam trying to teach 7th graders. He's got riot gear on.
Yeah, so these 2 girls, just were super, they always were talking a lot, I wasn't a good teacher, so in retrospect, like, I don't blame the kids for acting up, because I didn't, like, run a good class. But then, one day, I just, like, lost my shit, and, I slammed a door, and the one girl was, like, 10 feet away from the door when I slammed it, so she went home, told her dad that I, like, hit her, like, slammed a door and, whatever. Mm-hmm. So he comes to the school the next day ready to beat the fucking shit out of me. And her dad is like 6'3", like yoked. He was probably like 6'5", because I remember him being taller than me, and I'm pretty tall, although I am very cowardly, so I might have been like down low. But this dude was huge and was ready to fight, so I was not ready to fight at all. Also, I'm a teacher. It'd be crazy, but I was like, let's fucking go. So I'm like, sir, like, I'm like trying to be like, we can't, like, whatever. And then he calls me. He's like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, faggot. And I remember he's on FaceTime with his wife, and his wife was like, yeah, get him. And I'm like, I'm gonna get the shit kicked out of me with an audience.
I'm gonna keep hearing, yeah, stop him, stop him.
Show me him.
Turn the camera, take your shoes. Go.
So so then I go to the principal to like say, hey, I just want to let you know, this, also I was much more scared than that. I was like, this dad came up to me, he called me a faggot. I just want to let you know, I was trying to defend myself, or like, make sure my side of the story was told. And then he goes to the principal and says that basically the opposite happened, that I was intimidating him and that I called him a faggot. He like flipped it. So he sent me to teacher jail to like basically figure out what was going on. And then I've told you guys this part before. During their investigation, they like talk to the kids to be like, what else did he do? And these kids are gonna like, they decided to just pin everything on me. So we had tons of Chromebooks that they would just like snap in half, just like after lunch. And they told they told the like investigators that I would just like get so angry that I would just snap laptop. I would like grab kids' laptops and snap them over my knee. So in the like my trial, they were like, "You're a monster," and I'm really bad at controlling my emotions. So I was like, "I'll fucking kill you."
I'm not a monster.
So it was really bad.
Let me see those fucking kids. Show me these fucking kids.
I remember like the day after it happened. Or, like I remember there was one day where like all this shit was happening. And I remember sitting on my desk and telling the kids, I go, "You guys don't want to be like me." Which as a teacher to tell the
So
scary. Yeah, I'm a monster of a person. But I
That's
go,
so funny.
yeah, this is the first time I've told the story in a way where I feel like I took a little bit of ownership of what happened.
That was you taking the ownership of what?
Well, me admitting that I'm a real, like, the kids, I just was at the time even, I was like, I'm a good teacher.
It's
like
the
I-
worst teacher ever.
He's in a teacher jail like, I'm a good teacher.
Yeah, we all thought, that's
Not
the
bad.
thing, is in teacher jail, everyone's innocent.
Well, yeah.
We're all innocent.
Now here's the thing. Did you ever break one of the laptops?
I don't think so. I might have. I don't think so. I don't have a great
How do you
memory.
not have an idea of like a yes or no? But that, see, that's
That
the
means he fucking cranked one of them laptops.
There's no way I did, but I don't think I did.
Because it's either you did once or you never did.
No, here's the thing. Here's the only time it may have happened. What? I'm a very like the kids, because again, I don't think about things, and I get why they would break it. The Chromebook, you want to see how much you can bend it. So I think there was one time I maybe also was trying to see how much I could bend the Chromebook, and then I just snapped it in half. I can't be sure.
Yeah, dude. Everything those kids said was like 100%
They
true.
say, I need to
Probably.
go to the bathroom. They said, Mr. Faggot, I need to go to the bathroom. And he was like,
Yeah, I wasn't like honestly believing anything the kids were saying until he was like, but I'm really bad at controlling my emotions. And I was like, oh, God,
them
like,
saying he breaks the laptop. And he's like,
Oh God, he lost your fucking mind. Dude, because I can't. The day I went into teacher drill, the first thing you do when you sit in, I went up to this dude thinking he was like the warden, but he was just like another dude in teacher jail.
the warden?
But he broke it down to me. He was like, "You got to call your union rep." So I call my union rep, and again, like I'm learning now. Now that I'm like 28, I'm much better at this. But at the time, I was like, my union rep basically was like pretty nonchalant, and I was like, "You got to get me the fuck out of here!" And she was like, "I'm not." She was like, she was very quick to be like, "I'm not going to talk to you if you're gonna like talk to me like this." So then it was hard for like the
how are
union.
you talking to her?
No, I swear to God, I only yelled at her like once.
It's like yelling at your lawyer. You're like,
I want out of here now.
No, yeah, because I'm a crazy person. So I yelled at my union rep, and then it was hard I had to call her and be like, "Look, I'm really sorry, but I do need help with this case." And then she was like, "All right, well, let's do this."
I like the idea of like you tried like 4 or 5 times to call her. You just got so fucking angry. You had to fucking you had to stop.
I probably still have her number too. Oh, I should.
Oh my god! Call her right now and yell at her.
call her up.
Call your union rep right now and scream.
Call Cindy.
She goes, "Hello."
No, not him again.
Oh no!
But I think the trial kind of vindicated her.
The trial is
Because at
so
the trial, I
funny.
just lost my shit again.
Oh my god!
And then the day I got fired,
What did
my
you say
cat
at the
died.
trial?
What did I say?
Where? At what point did you fucking
I was
lose
focused on well, first off, my principal was terrible. So I spent a lot of the time
focused on number one that like literally the story got flipped on. That's why it was like my reaction to it was genuinely like, because look, I wasn't a good teacher. If you want to remove me for something else, if you find something else, you know, that's your evidence.
I'm pissed.
I'm not going. Yeah, I'm not going in on some bullshit charges. So for me, that was the crazy thing. Is I was like, this story. How could you believe the dad? But then in presenting my case again, it's like when Ten Buddy represented himself in jail. Like just I just like came across as also insane.
You weren't like, have you met this family?
Yeah, that's basically what I was. What I was
That's what you were
on.
trying-
I was
that's what
like,
you're going
yeah,
with?
I was like, you know, the daughter.
You know the daughter.
And
But then they're like, your
yeah.
entire classroom said you snap books over your knee, so.
yeah. No, they were like, you're a
That's
crazy
pretty
person.
damning evidence when
You're
30
a
children
crazy
are all
person.
like, he did it.
But here's the thing: is it must not have been all. Well, I got to like see the incident reports because that's the thing: is they're allowed to like. All the students have to write an incident report, and then I'm allowed to see what the student said. I had them for a while. I like kept them in my car.
Did they say the names of the students?
One by one.
I'm not seeing them down.
Disposing of these children.
No, I think the names were blocked out, but I was their teacher. I could tell exactly who it was. I read that handwriting enough. And a lot of the students were on my side, but then there was like 4 girls that now this is still coming back to me. This is like repressed memories. There was like 4 girls that all got together and like agreed to like we're gonna fuck this dude's life up, and
You fuck this grown man's life up. He's gonna
did.
sit in jail for 4 months.
Because they were so sassy. And I was a good sass.
Fuck your life up.
I was good.
sassy.
And I was so sassy back, and we did not get along well. We didn't get. I thought it was gonna be me and them because I was gonna be like sassy back, and we were gonna be like okay.
And they were like,
Yeah, that's what it was. I would like come up to him and I would be like, girl, no, I don't know.
Please finish what you were about to just say right there.
There was this one girl who she had this thing called the Edge Donut. Yeah. And it was basically a donut, a plastic donut that you opened up, and inside was, I guess, just like Edge gel. So I was like trying to like relate to her. I was like, what you doing your edges? And she was like, get the fuck away from me right now. So yeah. But I didn't use to, this isn't gonna sound great either the way it comes out, but I promise it's like fun. I used to like dance for him. I would like dance, and they would record me and put me up. There was this Instagram account. They probably still have it. It's called like Philly School Hall, and it's just like kids in Philly schools post crazy shit from Philly schools. And like 2 times I went kind of viral on Philly School Hall for like dancing as a teacher in class. And
What type of dances?
I forget.
With Ducky?
Yeah, I would like hit like Dougie's, and I do a big like I used to be you guys know the Russian squat thing where you pop up and out.
Oh my god. You're doing that for these middle schoolers? They're going crazy.
Yeah, they were going nuts. Oh, I used to do this one thing where I would throw it up, and then I would like look around for it, and then I would catch it. Hit with a little. Dude, they love
Just
it.
you doing that for a half hour? Like, my fucking kid's not learning shit.
It was so bad. What are you looking at?
I just typed in Philly School Hall into Instagram, and it suggested brawl in Philly School hallway.
It was called something. Maybe it was taken off Instagram because, again, it was probably bad to be for children in schools to be like posting other children in schools on video. I don't know. There's probably a law against that.
So what was the trial like? Because the word trial...
That trial was crazy.
Using the word trial, my mind keeps going like...
I can't even fucking imagine.
Well, I went to trial.
What's what kind of, are we in a courthouse? We're
No,
not in a
no, it was
courthouse,
like it was
right?
a
'Cause
Zoom. It was
my
a
mind's
Zoom
imagining
meeting.
you there like saw people like that. Fucking creep.
No, I was in a Zoom meeting. Every day I had to report to 440. I don't know if you guys know where like the school board building is on Broad, 440 Broad. So you had to go to the district office every day, sit in a windowless room. Although I rigged the system, I would just like sign in, and then I would go home and go to sleep, and then I would come back. It was bad for bridge tolls, and then I would sign out. So some of the days I would just skip it entirely, but then a lot of the days I was forced to stay in teacher jail. Yeah.
So what do you get to do in there? Do you hang out with people? Do you play games, lift weights? What do you do in teacher jail?
Yeah, everybody did their own. Everybody had their own thing. Did their own thing. They were like
It's one room, right?
Yeah, it was one room. Like there was one dude was like writing like his memoir. This dude was like, it was so interesting what happened to him because he taught at Central, which I don't know if you guys know. Do you guys know about Central?
Yeah.
How it's like the hardest high school to get into in Philly. And he was like the AP English. Like he was like one of the smartest or highest, teaching a like a senior level AP level course. And apparently he just had like a meltdown one day. I guess I can't talk shit. We all have meltdowns in the classroom.
This dude had a complete meltdown, you know? Nothing like snapping Chromebooks over your knee.
But I did it. So yeah, he was in there. I remember that was kind of crazy. He was like writing a memoir or some shit. One dude, Leroy, the dude who was there for like 2.5 years, he was wild. He would just try to talk. Tell like his prison stories. There was one guy who treated it. There was one guy who treated it like jail. It was really annoying. Like he would like, I'm gonna go to mess hall, or like it's my yard time. And it was like, all right, dude.
Did you guys have yard time?
I think you did have like 30 minutes you were allowed technically to like
I like
go
the
out.
idea of the other teachers coming up and taking shit off of Sam's lunch tray. The first couple weeks he's in there,
Oh yeah, no, like
you have to fight the biggest teacher.
gang started to form at one point. I got in more with the Latinos, so that's where I did. Because I just don't do the Aryan Brotherhood type stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that was the only two gangs.
What?
It was that was the only two gangs. It was the Aryans and Latinos.
No, there was also black gang. There was a black gang. There was
Black
whites.
gang.
There was the one. There was the one lone Laotian. There was this dude from Laos, and we didn't know
He
what to
was
do with him.
tatted the fuck up.
It was like, yeah, he was like monkey in the middle. We just fucking, he didn't know what to do.
It's literally just like real jail.
Yeah. No, I'm joking about that part. We didn't organize racially.
Well, no shit. That would be.
I wanted to
That'd be
clarify
so
for the
unbelievable.
viewers at home, I wanted to clarify.
One Laotian.
There was one girl who she brought in like a yoga mat and like a 5-pound weight every day, and she would sleep on the yoga mat and she never lifted the weight. Like, bitch, what do you think? She like acted like she was gonna work out, and she would just come in and sleep on her yoga mat. One dude one day brought in like they stopped letting him, but he brought in a TV with like a Nintendo 64. And he set it up and was like playing Smash, and they didn't let him do that anymore.
You can't do that in jail.
Yeah, teacher
Did
jail.
anyone break out cards?
Yeah, there were some people who played cards.
Like start playing spades?
I did a lot of sleeping. Oh yeah,
Sleeping.
Yeah, I did a lot of sleeping.
You can sleep, but you can't play Nintendo. That's hilarious.
Well, they didn't like when you slept. They would like try to wake you up. If like the lady ever came in.
If the guard,
you're warded.
Yeah, she was like Nurse Ratchet. Where she would come in, we were terrified. Yeah, she would do roll, and we would try to have each other's backs. Like, if anybody was out, we would just say they were in the bathroom. So we had to stick together. One dude almost escaped.
He got caught though, and then his sentence got like tripled.
Is that true?
No.
Oh my god! That part would be so scary.
He escaped. It's the same thing with Josh.
I love escaping.
It's not 4:30 yet.
Well, it was fucked up because there was again you're in.
I love the idea of escaping. That's so funny.
It's this like conference
Grown adults.
room in the middle of the rest of the school district central office. There's a lot of other workers going around, doing stuff, and it was always so shameful when you would like have a conversation with somebody, and then they would ask you like, "What do you do? Like, where do you be in the building?" And then it was that moment in the conversation you had to tell them that you were in teacher jail, and you would. You would like see them get uncomfortable as soon as you said it, and then they would like wrap up the conversation. Like, all right, like yeah, it was nice talking to you. They treated us like lepers.
Did they call it teacher jail?
It's technically called the reassignment room.
Okay, so that's
What's funny to me? That's so
the
funny.
reassignment room.
And then
Well, he walked in there, a girl.
we call it the rubber room,
Yeah, the rubber room.
and then we also called it teacher jail because it's teacher jail.
Was it a rubber room? Was it like an all white
The
room? with pads and
reassignment.
shit?
It was all white. It was just white
It's not
fluorescent
padded walls
lights.
and crazy.
No, not padded
'cause
walls,
that-
but all fluorescent lights with white walls.
Okay. What'd you get for lunch? Like bologna and cheese sandwiches?
No, you had to bring your own. That's why Leroy would bring lunch meat loose in a
man.
bag sometimes.
That's sick.
Like a
Making it in his mouth.
yeah, dude. Like not a I need to emphasize that not a sandwich bag. Like not a bag appropriate for the size of his loose meat.
Yeah.
He would have slices of deli roast beef in like a ShopRite plastic bag and just chow on it. And we wanted Leroy like ran the room. You couldn't really say anything to Leroy, so he would just kick back and eat his roast beef. So you had to bring your own. I would go out. I would try to like sneak out for something, because I didn't want to like eat lunch amongst those. No, I remember I would go into like the cafeteria. Like the regular cafeteria, so I could like feel like a normal person for a second, and I would just like eat my lunch there.
They're like, get back to the room. Get back to the room, dirt.
And or I would try to sneak eat because I didn't want to eat lunch with my my inmates.
Was anyone trying to like extend their sentence?
But at that point, the kids.
Like if you think about it,
The kids are away from us, so we can't hurt them anymore, I guess. So other than, it is interesting. No, nobody really tried to extend their sentence that I can think of. But there were definitely people because we got paid. So there were a lot of people who were like, "This is sweet." I didn't look at it like that because there were a few weeks where I was like, I don't want to work anyway. So I had to be. My goal was like, I'm gonna get back in the classroom. I was like, I'm gonna win my case. I'm gonna do my time. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna be a better teacher. I'm gonna be a better person. I'm gonna be Michael. Yeah, I'm gonna be Michael Vick.
And people are gonna go, he deserves to be here. He served his time.
Yeah, people like 10 years later, people were gonna say that
He did his time.
and none of that happened.
You lost your case.
Lost my case. So that's teacher jail.
That's awesome though. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It's like probably the best thing ever, actually.
It's like the funniest thing of all time.
Like,
Just a guy using a fucking protractor to tattoo himself.
could you
Just busting pens open.
could you imagine if like you knew there was such a thing when you were a kid? And you're like, yo, why don't you calm down, Mr. Coolidge, before I get your ass sent to teacher jail?
Oh yeah, dude.
Like, kids
Oh,
would have
if I knew that teacher jail exists, I'd be like, yo, he was touching my shit. Like, yeah, I'd be like, Mr. Miggs touched my shit. Like, I was crazy.
That's my face.
He put his hand down my pants, though.
That's good, dude. I'm liking that. Where are we at on time here? Wow, we crushed, dude. We're killing it.
How much time has that been?
Hour and 7 minutes.
Damn. I'm sorry I talk a lot.
No, that's
That's
exactly
what you wanted to do.
Dude, I don't want to talk at all. You know, that's perfect. That's perfect. What, you want to talk about anything else before we start wrapping up and stuff? What's you got a beautiful mind, a beautiful face.
Thank you.
What are we thinking? You know, man. What's
I
going
want people to know that I have a good heart. I know
And as of right now, this moment, you're allowed around children.
yeah, 100. Thank you for saying that. Legally, there have been no restrictions put in place. I was never legally in trouble. This was between me and the school district. The law never had to get involved.
Never.
I have a good heart. Especially when it comes to kids.
This is like Kramer on Letterman right now.
And Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Like, this is serious.
It's not funny. This is not funny. He likes kids. He's good to them. Doesn't hate them.
No, I love kids. I don't love kids. Like, I'm not going to dig a hole any deeper.
they're all right, you know?
Yeah, kids are chill. We are allowed around each other. Your laptop is... I brought over a charger for John's laptop.
I asked him to borrow a charger.
That's how anti-laptop destruction I am. The fact that I want your charger to
you're like Mike Vick holding a dog.
Charging laptops around the city. Yeah, because of my past. But again, like, if you're watching this, if you've gotten through this whole thing, remember, don't Mandela affect yourself where you walk out of this thinking that I broke laptops. And then one day you find out I didn't, and you're like, no, I remember. No, I didn't break the laptops. That is the story that was constructed by the big media.
The big media.
Fake news.
Well, that was awesome, man. That was so fucking insane.
Yeah, you're the man, dude. Well, thanks for coming through, dude. I mean, will you come back?
I'll come back anytime you want me.
You're coming back, dude. This is amazing. You're absolutely the best. Yeah, dude. You wanna plug anything, or you just wanna get out of here?
Yeah, I'm just follow me, Slam Silverman, on Instagram. That's it.
Yeah, dude. He got some funny stuff every day. He the man. Check out Slam Silverman. Thanks, Jim Gillespie, for being here. Sam, you the man, dog.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Later.